Greetings. Today I'm going to tell you a few of my personal life stories and base them on how precious life really is and how much you should appreciate your life here on Earth. So, I've never had a near-death experience when people quote they see their own body or see Jesus or see their great-great-grandfather going into the light. But I've had what I call a NNDE, a near-death experience, when I'm questioning myself. Am I going to see Jesus now? I have to take this moment to deeply apologize to you for me using my religious affiliation in a YouTube video and not being non-secretariat. I am deeply sorry. That is so politically incorrect. It will never happen again. So back in June 2013, I went with my father and my younger stepbrother to this big camping field. Huge grassy fields, amazing. And at the time, I was a young Boy Scout. My younger stepbrother was still a Cub Scout. And, we were just having a grand old time. And my younger stepbrother, probably in second, third grade at the time, comes up to me with a few other kids and says, "Oh my gosh, there's this weird machete lady at the bottom of the hill. And she's in this weird old bus and all this other stuff. And they triple dog dare me to go to the bottom of the hill to see the weird old bus and to get chased by the weird old machete lady. So of course I don't, believe them because, kids over-exaggerate. And then I'm like, so I go to the bottom of the hill. And what I didn't know is before they were throwing small pebbles or rocks at the bus, so lady from inside the bus. And, she looks furious, like, oh my god, I'm gonna, kill you now. And then, so she kicks open the bus, starts chasing me uphill, and she stops at the top of the hill because that's the end of her property or whatever, or there's too many witnesses or something. And, she has a machete in her hand, so I'm thinking, okay, so when is my life gonna end? Is it gonna end now? And, that's just one of my weird stories it's weird to believe, it's hard to believe, but it's true, and it was weird, I never understood it. And, so that's my one weird story here. Story number 2. So, around June 2015, I went with my father and the Boy Scouts to Lehigh River, Pennsylvania, and I went whitewater rafting. Very fun. I love the rapids. It's absolutely amazing. And great to experience with the Boy Scouts. So anyway, we were all on our rafts, and there's about 6, 7 rafts, and there's this big rock coming up. We all knew we were going to hit this rock. There's no question about it. We all hit the rock, we all go flipping over except for about one raft, and we're all underwater. I'm underwater for about 15-20 seconds, drowning, kind of freaking out, trying to find a space of air between 2 rafts, and finally I found this one space of air between 2 rafts that if I haven't found it, I don't know what I would have done and where it would have been. So that's just another story that, you're underwater drowning, and I have a life jacket, so it's harder to swim because it's keeping me up under the raft, and that's just another thing to say, okay, could I have seen Jesus if I was underwater any longer? It sounds weird to you, you're like, really? But it's just something that I remember that was a freaky experience to me. Story number 3. Around July 2015, I had to go to Panera Bread to meet a guy for a meeting. I had to ride my bike because no one was home to drive me. So I called my parents and told them I was leaving. My mother asked me, "Did you lock the back door?" I said no, so I had to go back and lock the back door. I come back out and close the garage and run under it. The chain on my bike was loose, so I had to fix it. I started riding my bike. A quarter mile in, I realized I forgot my helmet. Luckily, I had my key and was able to get back in. Meanwhile, I have 2 dogs who probably think I'm absolutely crazy and nuts by now. And also note, my siblings were home, and not for 1 second did they wake up during this event. So anyway, I open the garage and get my helmet. Trying to play limbo under the garage, I slam my head on the garage and get knocked to the ground. I am left on the ground with a hurting head as I stand up, open the garage again, and walk out slowly, wondering if I was bleeding, because that's how much this hurts. I am telling you my life stories because I realize, unfortunately, life could end like that, which is why you need to have as much fun as possible. Live basically every moment like it's your last, and realize how precious life is, and appreciate that you're here on Earth, because you can be taken away any second. Comment, like, subscribe below. I'm Tafelappen, and I approve this message.